called in
to Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these
because
stuff.
they know the brews.
And they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks.
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
And
brews.
brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. I heard it this time, Nick.
That's what counts. It's when we know that we can take action.
You're not drinking anything.
Yeah, I walked in a little quick and had
If you
to.
grab something, I can just stay here for a minute. We do have Ultra Strawberry Dreams Monster in the.
Let me see that real quick. But so before we get to it, as always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you guys listening to us. We are trying to get back to a normal routine, but who knew having a kid would throw a wrench into things.
Well, you were also sick.
I did get sick again, which is not always a positive.
So I will tell you, I am drinking tonight.
Good for you.
I now can handle that with the new medication. I can handle drinking a little better now.
A little better.
So from Untitled Art, which I love their brewery, a chocolate cheesecake stout
Ooh, that's great.
sponsored by my daughter. And then when I'm done with that, a nice light beer, a garage beer. I got my new garage beer sticker in the mail the other day, Nick, and I was so excited about that. They gave away a limited amount of free stickers, and I got mine before they ran out, and I'm very happy because I do love me some free stickers. I gave away a free Bucks and Brews stickers today myself. Oh, look at you! You're going for water. I see you have some fuck ice over there.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Strawberry fuck ice.
Playing fuck ice. Oh, so because we're on a microphone. My daughter's going to do this thing called BizTown.
What's that?
It's where you take kids and you bring them into a warehouse and set up like life, and you do business. And,
Okay.
and so you can get random jobs. She's heard through people. I don't know everything about it, but so adults go and they try to help, but they can't give answers, right? They can only say, well, should this be happening, this and that. So you can be a police officer.
Sure.
Things I know that you can be a police officer. She said you could be a radio DJ
Oh,
or a news anchor.
okay.
And so I said, let me hear your DJ voice. She's like, I don't know what that is. What's a DJ voice? And so
Have you ever listened to the radio? And she's like, no. What's the radio? You know what Dad, your friend Mr. David do?
I was like, man, we got to get you to meet Punky. He has a DJ.
He does have a DJ voice.
I'm in love with that man's voice. It really bothers me. Things I'm jealous of is.
Dawn asked him about doing a remote from our Pride thing here.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's not worth it, because it's totally worth it. But it's a little out of our price range.
Yeah, of course.
So, and I mean, cool with that. So thanks for all the likes, guys.
yeah, I say tap away. We gotta invest in those self tappers, because that's
Yeah.
apparently what everybody does.
Is it?
Yeah, apparently you can buy this auto tapper and it just
taps away on your
Yeah.
live. That's why everybody thinks you have 10,000 likes.
right, exactly. So,
Sweet.
so if you have like a massive amount, so yeah, it's a life updates real quick for those that care and love us. As some
Which-
of you know,
Everybody does.
right. I have a son now. He's 5 weeks old total.
Good old Dave Jr.
Yeah.
That joke will never get old with me.
Why? Say.
I mean, it'll get older than Charlie Kirk, but
What's to say? Oh,
I couldn't resist. Because his fucking organization's in town at Grand Valley.
they are,
They
yeah.
go fuck themselves.
Asked my wife if she wanted to go. She said no. Oh, look, my drink matches my shirt.
Look at you.
Yeah.
That's good. Have you had this?
I have not.
You wanna
actually.
try that?
It sounded amazing. So if you don't mind,
Yeah, go ahead.
this is one of our favorite breweries.
We absolutely love them. Their non-alcoholic is stellar too.
That's a no. Ooh,
That's good, isn't it?
that's another knock out of the park.
That comes right on the backside. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, that's good. And then you're like, ooh, that's even better.
That's really good.
That's really good.
Actually had a beer the other day.
Did you? You have not been drinking beer. You're looking a little more svelte.
Thanks. I've been doing a lot of liquors and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
It's better for the diet.
What did I have for a beer?
By the way, You had nothing to say about my comment that I was sitting here with nothing on but a smile.
Well, I said I'm 1 second away or
Right.
whatever. And then you're like, "Are you coming?" And I'm like, "I don't know if I want to right now." I was downstairs talking to your wife and talking to the guys, and I was like, "I'm gonna give David a second. He seems like he might need it real quick."
Maybe we could just have a naked episode. I mean, they won't put us on Twitch or
Don't tempt me with a good
TikTok
time.
for that. Dude, with the amount of guys that like you,
Oh man.
that's the one we would sell out.
Oh, LeBron or Michael, who carried the NBA franchise more?
The franchise? Ooh.
Let's say.
They all needed help.
Let's say both. Because here's the thing.
I mean, Michael's better than LeBron.
I'm gonna go Michael. Michael's my take, right?
Mhm.
Because the man's just done so much. Talked about longer, made the changes. LeBron has played a heck of a lot longer, but I will tell you, right? LeBron coming in and I think getting the NBA to be watched again, right?
Yeah, it had a big lull there for a while.
It did. So
I mean, honestly, so I'm a Bulls fan. I'll preface it by that. Michael Jordan's the greatest team sport athlete of all time.
Sure.
Because I don't think anybody wanted to win more than him.
who do you think's the best non-team sport athlete of all time?
Muhammad Ali.
Really? I'm gonna go with Michael Phelps. Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down. I mean,
Yeah, but he also did team events.
yeah, but as an individual, he won more individual medals. He also the most
Okay, but-
versatile. We can go most
Couldn't you go with Simone Biles then as well?
She doesn't have as many medals as he does.
I think she has more medals than he
No,
does.
I disagree.
Okay, look it up.
We're gonna look this up, folks.
I think Jake wants a foot cam.
Heck yeah. No, I haven't had a pedicure in a while. I don't think you want one of those.
I pulled out a too much information. Ingrown toenail the other day.
Wow.
Oh, that bled like a motherfucker. Shit, we didn't know we were going to talk about on Bucks and Brews. So, lots of stuff going on, Nick. We're going to do some job talk today
Yeah.
because I have a lot of feelings on where the job market is in the U.S. and shit that's going on in my own job and life and such. And I'm real salty lately.
This is from AI, so you can't take it in
Okay.
what it is, but it looks like, and I quote, Michael Phelps has significantly more Olympic medals than Simone Biles. Phelps is the most decorated Olympian in history at 28 medals, 23 gold, 3 silver, 2 bronze. Simone Biles has 11 Olympic medals, 7 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze. But now, if you're going to go with it, right? So I'm going to go with another swimmer, though.
Yeah.
But like Katie Ledecky is just absolutely a phenom,
Phenomenal.
right?
Yeah.
It's very hard because, the Serena sisters.
Mhm.
Sorry, the Serena. Geez,
The Williams sisters.
The Williams sisters, right?
Serena and Venus.
I can't.
Great athletes.
They were both good, but I will tell you, Serena was just that much better. Like such an amazing
Do
champ.
you think she had little sister syndrome?
Me?
Because they kind of put so much into Venus and Serena. I almost feel like when they were young, she was a little bit of an afterthought.
Yeah.
And I think that drove her to just be better. Not that Venus was not great. She was great.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on athletes all of a sudden.
Oh, somebody,
I know, somebody else.
Yeah, I say.
And we do love talking that.
We are definitely the guys who will answer that squirrel question. Right?
100%.
Okay, let's go. Anyway, jobs and all that. So,
yeah.
What do you got for me?
So, of course, a lot of issues at my place.
Yeah.
We're going through a big switch in programs that are used. That's going about as well as anybody expected, which is to say it's not going well.
Sure.
And what I'm finding is upper management is disingenuous. We'll say disingenuous because
That guy's got upper management written all over him. I'm thinking 5, maybe even 6 guys below him.
because he literally does nothing all day.
I am
Peter,
I'm a Michael Bolton fan.
I like his entire catalog. Anyways, so we did our glint surveys.
Yeah.
And
What is it? What is an ArcGlint survey?
a glint survey?
A glint survey?
Yeah, it's a company that does surveys
You did
on.
our glint survey.
Yeah, we did our
Yes.
company-wide,
Yep.
Glint surveys. Glint's a company that puts on surveys on how's the business doing, how do you feel about your job, shit like that. How do you
Sure.
feel about management?
3,000 likes. You guys are killing it.
I
We appreciate it.
talked to several people, and I was honest with the people I talked to. I said, these were my answers.
Yeah.
And they came back and said, that's interesting. These were my answers. And it looks like for the first time ever, they actually got some honesty.
Okay.
So we sat in on an all staff the other day, and they briefly touched on the Glint surveys, and they went, well, these scores were way down. And it was, stuff like, don't quote me exactly because I don't remember word for word, but I think leadership was way down.
Sure.
Confidence was way down. And they tried to give a nice spin to that. Oh, these are opportunities to get better. You brought in an external company with overseas workers that, let's just say for my department, doubled our staff.
Yep.
So I'm in a department of 2.
Mhm.
I have 4 people from overseas doing the job of 2. So now I have 6 people doing it.
And you're not in charge of them. They didn't give you a promotion. You just now have new colleagues.
I just have to give them work.
Yep.
And I have to, at times check their work.
Mhm.
So I have no responsibilities here whatsoever. I just watched A Few Good Men the other day with Caitlin for the first time.
Okay.
She's never seen it.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
So
that.
I feel like Sam. I have no responsibilities here whatsoever.
Yeah.
But of course, I have to deal with this.
Mhm.
And they keep saying, well, your jobs aren't going away. This is just, it's flex people so that you can be busy doing other things.
Thank you.
Great. So like testing, right? Because we're going to a new system. So they brought in a colleague of mine from the east side of the state to do testing for 2 days.
Okay.
The first day of testing went like this. We have nothing for you to test. Just sit there.
Oh, wow.
And she sat there for an entire day. And we went out to dinner afterwards, and she's talking about it. I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, I'd go home. She goes, what do you mean? I'm like, I wouldn't come in tomorrow. They have nothing for you to test. Why the hell would you waste your time coming into the office to work and then drive home 2 hours at the end of the day? Just drive home in the morning.
Right.
And work from home. And she's like, nah, I'm going to come in. I get a text that morning. Yeah, you're right. I'm going home. And she worked the rest of the day from her home. Mind you, they want her to test again, but they have nothing ready for her to test. So again, we're back to the point of you don't have anything for us to test. We haven't seen anything. We don't know how this program runs. We don't know how anything's going to work. Hey, we need your test cases. What test cases? We don't know anything. We haven't seen anything. You're not showing us anything. And they don't understand why we're annoyed.
Right.
And some of my coworkers are great. They're raising the red flag. Nick, I'm gonna be 49 years old this summer. You know what my red flag is? My red flag is fuck y'all. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
People keep coming to me going, what are we going to do about this? I'm like, that's not my problem. I don't give a shit. Well, what do you mean you don't give a shit? Hey, listen, it's either going to go off or it's not going to go off. It's probably going to be a mess. We're probably going to have executives, up in arms because everything's wrong. But I didn't have anything to do with it. I'm not, I'm not a part of this. I'm not on the team testing and putting things through. So it doesn't have a fucking thing to do with me.
Right.
So I'm at the point where you can call meetings and yell at me for not doing what you think I should be doing, but you haven't given me anything to do yet. So that's not on me, and I'm not your kid. I've had this conversation several times at this company. There used to be a woman in legal. Let's say her name was Mary. She reminded me a lot of my mom. Okay. And I love my mom.
Yeah, ring ring.
But my mother's difficult.
Yeah. So it's my mom.
100%.
Her name's Mary.
It might have been your mom.
Yes.
So for a while there, we got along swimmingly.
Yep.
And then we did not. And when I say we did not, I mean we really did not. She was phenomenal at the job aspect of her job.
Sure.
She was terrible at dealing with people. Now, the same can be said about me. Sometimes I am terrible dealing with people.
Yeah.
I can be good. But that's me choosing to be good. You know what I mean? There was one time in a meeting, she talked to me like I was her child. And you know what I said?
I'm not your child.
I'm not your kid. You're not going to talk to me that way. And that shut her up. And from that point on, she never liked me. Ask me how much I care.
You walked into a great chat. So we're talking about David's
Kristen, I said I was going to talk about my job. Nobody knows where I work except for two people that are on this right now and Nick.
Yeah, and half the time I forget. So I'm gonna write a letter.
So, I mean, if this goes the way I think it's going to go, which is poorly,
Yep.
they're probably going to have
Come ahead. Thanks for joining us, bud.
Hey, what's happening, my friend? He just had a baby.
Yeah, I say that.
Nick just had a baby. Eric just had a baby.
Yeah. Did he just have surgery?
Eric, did you just have surgery?
Question mark.
But anyways, I'm not going to go into meetings where they yell at me for I didn't do a good enough job.
Sure.
You're not giving me anything to work with. That's not my fault. That's not my problem. And in all honesty, a year from now, I don't think I'm going to have a job because you've replaced me with 4 people. Look at a scope. Scope's not so bad.
Well, let's say in your review, say you meet or exceed expectations.
Yeah, I exceeded.
So,
oh my God, Nick! You should have saw how I filled out my review this year.
Yeah. Oh, we talked about that in our review.
I think we did. Yeah, my self-evaluation was basically nobody reads this, and how I do is arbitrary, so I'm not filling this out. And basically, that's what I wrote.
Sure.
Because last year I couldn't get exceeds expectations because they gave it to too many people, and they said, "Well, you'll get exceeds expectations next year." Okay, well, it's arbitrary, so I don't want to talk about this.
Yep. Give me my 3 cents and I'll be on my way.
I talked to my boss and she's like, "You did a great job." I'm like, "Great, thanks." I did not like my boss when she was hired. She knows this.
Yeah.
You know this.
Yeah. She's a nice girl.
She's won me over. I like her a lot. Like, if I got fired, her and I would still go drinking.
Yeah.
Not that we go drinking now, but I mean, we've gone out for a drink.
Yeah.
I would go drinking with her.
Well, my therapist and I were talking about this.
I think I know your therapist.
Insane. And it was so I started another company.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, man, how many companies are you going to start?
I really think we need to have Adam on to talk about your company.
Absolutely, we do.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
Nick started a table and chair rental company, and we're going to have an episode on this because Nick basically got free tables and chairs from Temu.
Yeah. So,
and we're going to talk about his Temu hacks on a future episode, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, go ahead, Nick.
We were talking about like, hey, why do I keep doing different companies? Yeah. What do I, what parts of this? And it was like, well, when it gets to the point where I have to expand, I choose not to expand.
Tappy, guys.
Right. I choose not to expand because, I don't want to deal with employees.
Yeah.
They're just a pain to me. And so that,
even though you have employees for your houses.
Yeah. I mean, so it's the hard part. But then, at one point I was working at a corporation, right? Mm-hmm. And they said in order to move up, you're going to have a college degree. So like they told me, hey, what it would take to make this happen. It wasn't no matter how hard you worked or anything, right?
Right.
My reviews are good. But it was, hey, in order to do this, this is what you have to do. And that's not even guaranteed. It's, hey, if you go do this, then we'll consider you. And then in my job description, right? So I used to put products away, right? Mm-hmm. So, hey, all right, well, we expect that you can put 5 pallets away in an hour. So one every, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're, we'd like to see somewhere between 5 and, okay. Well, I get a bigger raise if I go above 8. No. You're doing great though. Like that's what we want to see. Just keep getting better. Okay, so 5 it is, right? Like, hey, why are you sitting around? I've done my 5 pallets. Well, but you still have more. There's so much more to do. You're not paying me. Like, you told me this is what I need to do. This is what I did. And now you're upset because we could raise that minimum. But why? Like, you're not raising my price with it. So it's a very frustrating sense in that.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
The job description is written.
Yep.
You have to hit 5 pallets an hour.
Yep.
You do 6, there's no incentive.
Correct.
So,
the company makes more money.
The company makes more money, but you don't.
Correct.
So they can't get mad at you for doing the job as it's described. You have to do 5 pallets. I did my 5 pallets. Okay, well, there's more hours. Well, that's great.
Well, in the company I worked for, right, we got bonuses. So the more, the more the company made, the money. So I do give them credit. We got amazing bonuses. But But reviews, right, come around and you just got the minimum, or the max, whatever it would be. Everybody kind of got the same across the board. But and then at that time I owned my real estate company and that was doing fairly well. And then also I was running a t-shirt company
Mhm.
and that was making about the same as my corporate job. Or well, I don't say corporate because I didn't work in corporate life, right? My warehousing job. And then I looked at it and said, okay, I just worked 46 out of 48 hours to get a 250 shirt order done. And this one, I worked 8 hours or, 16 hours in those
Yeah.
2 days. And I didn't have to do all the extra work. And I get that's like the difference of,
Mhm.
but I already had a different business. So it was like, well, you know what? This gives me insurance. This gives me this. I'm going to slow down on this one, refocus on real estate
Mhm.
and just have my insurance and do that. So it was like, man, so why do I keep building businesses? Well, I love the fun and the joy of something new and exciting, but it slows me down from getting to where I want to be.
Here's what happens when I get fired in a year because they've outsourced my job. I'm going to call you and I'm going to go, Nick, I'm going to run that business for you. And you're going to go, all right.
Fair enough, right? Like, and that's just, I mean, but like, look at you, right? I mean, you took, hey, 3D printing. Okay, I'm going to turn it into a business. I'm going to start selling. And so, it's not the businesses I make aren't making millions of dollars, right? They're making, your gas and your insurance and your,
You reminded me, I got to start the 3D print because you just sold something.
extra little things. That's all it's really doing, right? Um, and so, I was making, okay, sure, I can make an extra mortgage payment or so here and there, right? And um, this company. So my company that I have now, which we'll talk about, um, you know, it just like Adam's kind of taught, right? Just
Mhm.
he didn't take any money from me. He just kept buying more stuff. So that's all I'm doing, right? Like, let's just keep buying more things.
Well, you were at the point where Timu's like, hey, we'll give you 100% back if you spend this much. And you're like,
Okay.
all right.
Fair enough. And so, but
It just kept getting you more tables and chairs.
yeah. So, but my job, I mean, I don't have a job currently, right?
You don't
And
have a 9 to 5.
I
You
don't.
have jobs. You don't have a 9 to 5.
Right. I have lots of things that I do constantly.
Right. You have things that are work.
But we talk about it on here, right? Why, the same as Dawn has have the talk, right? You can half-ass two things or you can whole-ass one thing.
Yeah.
I haven't whole-assed one thing, right? I've done very well at some things and um gotten rid of some other stuff, right?
I was talking to your favorite person yesterday.
Go on.
He's the only person you made the Ben face for.
The Ben face?
Yeah. From Parks and Rec.
Sure, yeah.
So Marv and I are talking
Nice,
yesterday.
nice to yeah. How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Good.
Other than he's a chauffeur, but he's doing great. And we were talking, and I'm like, yeah, I want to retire when I'm 55. Now that doesn't mean I'm not working.
Right.
That just means I'm doing shit I want to do. And I'm going to be 49 this year, so that's 6 years from now. I have plans.
Yep.
So,
Well, I mean,
and that's literally what I'm looking for. We have to tangent time for a minute.
sorry. Yeah, but real quick,
Yeah,
how
go ahead.
many years left on your house?
It should be paid off by 32 at the latest.
So that's
Which
6
is
years.
6 years.
So now you have mortgage payment on that is 1,000.
Yeah, about that.
Cool. So minus taxes,
Yeah.
insurance. Let's call it taxes and insurance, $400.
It's about $600 without the taxes and insurance.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're gonna have $600 in your pocket.
Yeah, extra every month.
And so now, right?
And I'll have 2 houses.
And you're gonna sit here and go, okay, I have this little bit.
Mhm.
You're bringing in. I want to talk about 3D print sometime, like how much you're bringing in from that.
Oh, sure.
But
I just don't want Uncle Sam to watch that episode.
right, I mean, but hey, we're doing little bits of odds and ends for this. We're doing little bits of odds and ends for here. It's just making a little bit of money.
So let's talk about Osborne for a minute.
Yeah,
Because
doing well.
friend of the show, he came in and did an episode recently. So you and I went viral with the eye candy. You remember this?
Yeah,
Because we stitched a video talking about allies that don't necessarily look like they would be allies.
right.
And it was from Crazy Chris, and he's a big guy with a beard, and
Yeah.
we're big guys, and
One of us has a beard.
one of us has a beard. I have a goatee. Mike had a goatee at the time. And it had like 35,000 views. We had Steven, and he talked about leaving a global corporation for a smaller still big corporation.
Yeah.
That's had like 80,000
Wow.
views.
Wow, that one's doing well.
Every time I get onto the Bucks and Brews TikTok,
It's just going up.
it has so many people that have watched it and commented.
Yeah.
Have you looked at the comments?
No,
Nick, you should get on there.
Not since you sent it to me.
You should get on there and look at the comments and reply to some of them. It's crazy. People that are talking about, oh, well, you shouldn't expect your job to do anything, or other people that are like, hey, I'm not getting a 2-week notice if I'm getting fired, so fuck you, you're not getting a 2-week notice. It's crazy the amount of people that have replied.
Yep.
So that's great. Well, he just bought a boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
153,000 views.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Isn't it crazy?
200. Holy shit! There's 270 comments.
I know.
I should be more active.
You
on
should
this.
be. You need to get on this shit. People like it.
Yeah.
Anyways, he just bought a boat, a really nice boat, like a new boat.
Right. Yeah. It's a really.
And it's on, he's like, yeah, I'm going to go fishing on Lake Michigan. And I'm like, hey, motherfucker, when are you going to have Nick and I on the boat just drink?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know.
Let's say.
So I said, I'm going to give him shit tonight because he needs to invite you and I out on the boat to drink. I don't give a shit about fishing because I don't eat fish.
Yeah.
And I think fish are gross.
Man, I'm gonna have to catch
But-
up on all this. This is a lot. And we still only have 215 followers. We got to get those up.
I mean, we really have not promoted the Bucks and Brews TikTok enough.
Right. But we're starting to get, I mean, in the thousands of views, which is very nice.
For any of you that are on here, which honestly, I don't think it's people we know right now, share Bucks and Brews and tell them to go follow us and shit like that. If you're a Bucks and Brews listener, you should go follow Bucks and Brews on TikTok. That way we have more people. That's stupid, whatever that is. Nick, you're going to lose your shit on this.
If
but
a job offers a buyout for 2 years, would you take it?
Who said that word?
That was a comment that was left.
Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't see that.
If a
A
job,
buyout of 2 years. Ooh.
it depends. I mean, do I love my job? Right.
I might take that.
Do I have potential for another job? I mean,
I might take that. I mean, it depends on what you make, honestly, too.
Yeah.
If you make 30,000 a year, 60 grand's not a lot.
well, I mean, it is to a person that makes 30,000,
You're not wrong.
right? I mean, 60 grand pays off most of people's debt, right? And then you have choices at that point.
At my salary, I might take that.
Yeah.
Because I can reinvest that money.
Look, if my boss offered me 2 years, I'd be gone.
You got fired because you didn't need that job.
That's true.
And
But-
they knew it.
So, I don't know. I think with that, it's, again, everything's situational, right? But yes, I personally would have taken, hey.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure. Okay.
I would have taken that.
Would have gone and, kept my other business going.
So you will love this.
Yeah.
We have some really good numbers on downloads. So it's really hard to judge how a podcast is doing unless, you're really high on Spotify or something. But Podbean does have numbers for us. So in the last 30 days, we have 1,500 downloads.
That's amazing.
That's great. All time, we're encroaching on 12,000. 80 in the last 7 days. We had 7 yesterday. Our high for the last 2 weeks is 152 on April 11th.
Okay.
This is the stuff I like looking at, though, Nick, because this is the shit that's going to shock the shit out of you. We had, in the last month, 611 downloads in Vietnam.
Thank you.
That outpaces the U.S. at 465.
We appreciate that.
Argentina comes in at 44, India at 35, Iraq at 33, Bangladesh at 30. I mean, it's all the way down to 1 at Togo and the Syrian Arab Republic.
Yeah. Sweden has one. Thanks, Sweden.
Yeah.
Latvia,
Tunisia.
Cambodia. Yeah. We appreciate all of those.
In the U.S., Virginia. We're
Wow.
popular in Virginia.
Baby.
And California. Michigan's coming in at 4th.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I thought it was interesting how much people are downloading. And again, the baseball episode is popular.
Yeah.
People like baseball.
They do. Say sports talk radio.
I'm not mad at it. So, you know, it's interesting to see where we get listeners from and what they're thinking. Let's segue back to jobs though. The job market right now is ass. You're not looking for a job,
No,
so you don't know.
I mean, but it's weird because we've talked about jobs and job market and things. But like I just got one for senior management for property management company, and I was like,
Yeah.
it paid really decent. I was like, okay. No, I'm not doing that, you know, but
I mean, you did that. That's a lot of work.
it's a shit ton, right? And but
You couldn't relax on a cruise because it was fucking work.
yeah, it's crazy. Now, shit, now I need a cruise.
I mean, I will go on a cruise with your wife. She had fun.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
No,
I mean, we had fun drinking
yeah, I say drinking, Nick,
And-
great time.
until you had like, once you passed 40 drinks,
Yeah, probably.
it was like me at your birthday party.
No, it wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was bad. It wasn't that bad though.
At your birthday party, I was not throwing butter in my wife's boobs.
Yeah, but that's like a normal thing for us.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, so,
You were pretty bad.
I mean, I did yell the cheesecake sucked.
It was carrot cake.
Carrot cake?
You told the entire main dining hall
Well, you know,
the carrot cake because it was
it
ass.
sucked. Say, Royal Caribbean, I'm sorry. Your carrot cake needs some love.
It was bad.
Coming from a big guy who loves carrot cake.
I love carrot cake too.
Um,
Kristen just interviewed for a new job.
really?
The best part about this is she interviewed for this job. They refused to interview me.
Love this.
I got the email and I'm like, are you fucking serious? Mind you, my boss is like, hey, if you're going to interview, let me know. I'll put in a good word with the hiring manager. Did I let her know?
No.
Fuck no. Do I really want the job? Fuck no. It's a hybrid job. I'm not going. I don't want to go in.
No.
Okay. So one of the questions on the Glint survey, do you see yourself working here in a couple of years? My answer was, if you let me work from home and leave me alone, sure.
Right.
But I don't think that's going to happen. So, probably not.
I told you about the house we were looking at buying.
No.
No?
No.
All right. We were looking at a house.
Is there this one with this indoor pool that you guys want?
Oh, say that too. Yeah. No, it didn't have an indoor pool. It was an outdoor. But quite a bit more square footage. But today I was in my office, right?
Yeah.
Downstairs, you go down my stairs, and my office is the far end of my basement.
Yeah.
Well, my wife was taking a shower, and I heard the baby crying, so I ran up the stairs, ran into the thing.
Did you run or did you Nick run?
Nick ran, okay? Because I was like, all right. She's like, I got him, blah, blah, blah. And it just made me realize how if I quadruple the size of my house, that run would be a hell of a lot fucking longer.
You are not wrong.
I was like, oh, buddy. And so yeah, it just quick 20-second tangent time. I was like, man, I gotta start working out a little bit or something. So
I'm going to tangent time for a second.
yeah.
Cubs just won again. We're streaking.
Yeah.
That's like 9 in a row.
Good for you. What do you think about the Brewers and the Rays playing small ball?
I'm always good for small ball. I fucking love small ball.
Button. It's crazy.
This is tangent time. This is what I hate about Major League Baseball now. Now with everybody having a DH,
Yeah.
you've taken away a lot of strategy. I love a double switch.
Okay.
Hey, my pitcher is going to hit second next inning. I'm going to take out the pitcher. I'm going to replace the left fielder who, would have been up 8th. Double switch.
Yeah.
I loved those moves. I felt it made you a better manager.
So it made you think more.
It did.
But
Christy wants to know what the fuck small ball is. Christy, sports ball. You don't need to know. It's fine.
Sports ball. Yay, sports.
I'm on the phone with her 2 nights ago. I think it was 2 nights ago. And we're talking business because I have news for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be an investor with John.
Oh, there you go.
On the HVAC stuff.
Good for you.
So we're on the phone talking business. And I'm watching the Cubs game while I do it.
Yeah.
And I think Nico hit a home run. And I start screaming, hey, Nico, way to go. And John's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And Christy in the background, he's watching sports ball. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Say. Sorry, you can have a conversation with me, but I got priorities.
I do, and my priority is the Cubs game at that point.
It's good.
Tonight it's the NFL draft.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I won't watch a bit of it.
I will. I'm so ready for NFL season, even though I don't want September to come.
Yeah, I say no. Gosh, no. I'd like a summer real quick. That'd be great.
I want summer to last as long as possible, but I'm really excited for football. I usually can't say that, but this time I'm excited.
I'm a Lions fan. I'm just.
I want to go to a lot of baseball games. Dawn and I we think we're going to do the Whitecaps thing again if you are interested.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know.
We had such a good time at that last year.
That was a good time. Yeah, we had a great time doing that.
Back to jobs.
But yeah, so I mean, it's weird because there's job potentials out there, and you just got to have the person actually interview, and it's hard to get the call.
A lot of it now is AI's kicking you out, or they're looking for certain keywords, or a lot of these companies are posting jobs that don't really exist because they're just harvesting resumes and stuff. And right now it's a company market, so companies have their choice of whatever they want. 5 years ago it was the opposite.
Yep.
All of the power was with the workers, and business doesn't like that, so they try to get as much control as possible. And I've said it before, when they fire me for my job, which I know it's going to happen, not because I'm a bad worker, just because I'm expensive and they can pay 3 people to do my job and it'll be less than what they're paying me.
Oh gosh, yeah. I would assume all 4.
Probably. And I'm going to have to open a business.
Yep.
And, I've been shooting around some ideas. Like every once in a while, I'll hop on TikTok and I'll see this doggy daycare that has a pool, and they'll stream live from the dogs jumping in the pool. And I'm like, I'm going to make a doggy daycare pool.
Yep.
So Dawn and I are talking about it. And she goes, I've never heard you be really, passionate about that. I'm like, well, I like animals.
Yeah.
She goes, okay. I think it'd be fun. She goes, okay, but you're not passionate. I'm like, no. She goes, it's not going to work if you're not passionate. I'm like, well, that fucking sucks. She goes, well, what are you passionate about? I'm like, coaching softball. I'll never make money at that. If I got a job in Division II as a head softball coach, which they won't hire me at that level, but let's say I did, I would make $30,000 to $35,000 less a year than I make right now. Am I going to do that? Fuck no.
There's a soccer clinic just right down the road. I didn't even realize it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's a tough business to be in, right?
It is.
Starting a training facility, because, at one point soccer's all the way up, softball and baseball are up, basketball's the hot thing. And, you and I were talking about that. I started assistant coaching again, because
you don't have time to head coach.
Right. And, I asked the kids, I was like, hey, what's your name and what's your favorite team? And none of the girls had a favorite soccer team, except for my own kid.
And why is that, do you think?
Because the girls aren't watching soccer, right? I mean,
is it easy to watch soccer in the U.S.?
No, not unless you.
So we have a major soccer league in America.
Yep.
Name me 3 teams.
Chicago Fire.
Chicago Fire, I know because they're from Chicago.
Inter Miami.
What's their name though?
Inter Miami.
That's it.
It's where Messi is.
Okay. LA Galaxy.
Yeah, you have Seattle has a team. They have a female one because that's what Julie Ertz played for.
Okay.
Washington something. But
what channel is the Chicago Fire on?
It's on Fox every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Yeah. So soccer's not.
It's just not on TV. You'd be better finding a European team on TV than you would an American team.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
More likely.
Yep. And it's hard to find.
Well, and not to bash on the US, even though I don't mind bashing on the US. The US is where European players come to retire.
Mm-hmm.
Like they make all their money and all their fame in Europe. And then once they're at the end of that, they come here and make more money. Because Messi's great.
Messi he owns the team.
But is he at the top anymore? Or has he been passed?
No, he's still.
Because it was him and Ronaldo for a long time.
Yeah, but then I say.
But he's not the number 1 player in the world.
No, I'd say Mbappe probably right now.
Well, and Beckham came over, started playing for LA because he wasn't the top player in the world anymore. And that's what happens. They're not the top players, so they come over here and play, and they make a shit ton of money.
Because they're gonna, they're getting their jersey deals.
100%.
Literally, Miami, I mean, they gave him the team, right? Because they're like, here, you know what? Cheers, because we can't afford to pay you. And, he gets jersey, tickets, all of it. And so it's just, hey, we'll bring it to the U.S.
And that's great and all, but
But then Live Golf came in and say, took all the players and went to Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
I mean, say,
well, I mean, Saudi Arabia is buying everything at this rate.
and they should. I go make all the money you can because that's what it's about, right?
Well, and when you look at this stuff, so like, let's pivot back because we're talking jobs and business and stuff for a minute. Let's pivot back to the NFL. I got asked yesterday while I'm getting gas at Costco. He sees my Bears emblem on the back of my car. He goes, "What's this I hear about the Bears moving to Indiana?" I said, "The Bears are not moving to Indiana." And he goes, "Well, my son said they might." I said, "There's a deal in Indiana. Indiana's willing to give them the absolute fucking world.
Yep.
If they're smart, they'll move to Indiana. But they've already bought property in Arlington Heights. They'll end up in Arlington Heights." And he goes, "Well, what's the difference?" I'm like, "Well, they bought that property. And if there's no George Halas, who founded the NFL and was the owner of the Chicago Bears, there would be no NFL. There would be no Green Bay Packers. There wouldn't be any of this shit.
Right.
He's the reason there's a league. If you're a descendant of his and you take his team and move them to another fucking state, what are people going to say about you?"
Right.
Now, is the deal going to be as good if they go up to Arlington? It's not going to be as good. They're not going to get as much money. They're not going to get as many tax breaks. But they're going to look at it at the end of the day and they're going to go, well, we moved the team out of the city of Chicago. That was controversial enough.
Yeah.
But we didn't move them to Illinois. We don't have to change the theme song to the pride and joy of Illinois to the pride and joy of Indiana.
Yeah. Say, but you know what?
Or the Chicagoland area.
You just don't have any more space there to build.
There isn't. There's no place to put an actual big football stadium in Chicago. You can't do it.
Yep.
Now, Hammond's closer.
Right. Oh, yeah, but
easier to get to.
Hammond would be.
But it's Indiana.
And, again, Hammond is just offering them everything because Hammond is.
It's got nothing.
Well, I mean, they have the casino.
That's it.
But they have, besides Gary, they're the second most poor area.
Yeah.
And the thing, the crime is just ridiculous.
Well, and people talk about it and they're like, all right, let's say they move to Hammond. You think people are going to stay in Hammond? No. They're not staying in Hammond. They're going to fly into Chicago. They're going to stay in Chicago. They're going to either take the Metro or, drive out to the game, and then they're going to drive back to Chicago. Nobody's spending money in Hammond.
No.
The only money they're spending in Hammond is parking at the game.
Yep.
And then they're going back to Chicago.
So, have you been watching speaking of jobs, have you been watching the guy who sells at the Cubs thing on TikTok?
I love him.
Yeah.
I need to send him a message because we got a couple Cubs games coming up, and I really want to meet Jacob because my daughter is a huge fan of his.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to get a picture with two of them. Did you see he caught a baseball the other day? His first foul ball ever that he's caught vending, and he's vended, I don't know, for like 15 years or something, let's say. Jonah. Sorry, I said Jacob. It's Jonah. He caught his first foul ball ever. They got video of him catching it too.
Nice.
And he handed it to a guy that he was walking past, and the guy found a younger kid to give it to. And he thought that was great. And I think that's great. We got a foul ball the last couple of years. So Caitlin got one. And then last year, Dawn gets one and goes to give it to Caitlin. I'm like, fuck her. I get a foul ball. I haven't had a foul ball in years.
Right.
We get a foul ball this year. I'm finding a little girl.
Yeah.
And she's getting the fucking foul ball.
I mean, the idea is to grow the sport, right?
That's what pisses me off. Let's talk about business. That's what pisses me off about baseball. Games should be on fucking TV for free. You want to grow the sport, put them on fucking TV for free, and stop this. I'm going to start a game at 8:30 at fucking night bullshit.
Right.
I get that it's early on the West Coast, but people want to watch the sport. Nobody can stay up until, 11:30 at night on a school night.
Well, and you know what? If you're it's not Oakland A's anymore, but if you're a Las Vegas or an Oakland fan, you know what?
Sacramento right now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to suck it up and stay up late because I don't believe those games should start early,
Right.
because we want to watch
If
it,
the
right?
Tigers are in Anaheim,
Yep.
It's going to start at 9:40 at night. You live with that. That's fine.
Yep.
But World Series game 2 shouldn't start at 8:30 at night.
Right.
Started at 7. I get that it's 4 o'clock on the West Coast.
Yep.
But you started at 7. Kids can actually stay up and watch the fucking game. It's in November, for fuck's sake.
Yep. So, and it's a huge issue.
So your kid.
Yeah.
Let's ask this. Emerson probably won't care because she'll watch it, but she doesn't give a shit. But David Jr., because I hate Dave. David Jr., he's 9. Tigers are in the World Series. It's game 7. They're playing the Dodgers. Game started at 8:40 our time, and it's now 11:30 at night on a Tuesday.
My kid doesn't go to school the next day.
Right.
He wakes up. Well, so World Cup soccer.
Yeah.
I woke Emerson up for that,
Yeah.
right? A game started at 2 in the morning, 2 or 3 in the morning.
Mhm.
Set an alarm, got us both up. I made some little fun snacks or whatever. And yeah, okay, she made it for half and then passed out, but that is a memory she's going to remember forever, right? And I'm doing that for things across the pond, right? It's just like,
Well, and some of the people that I'm really close to, like Christy, will not understand this because
Yeah.
he's not a sports fan.
not sports ball.
But Caitlin and I, especially right now, because it's the 10th anniversary of the 2016 champions.
Yeah.
Okay. We will share videos back and forth from the Cubs that summer.
Mhm.
Nick, I don't know how many times I woke up in the morning to notes. It would be in the bathroom. I'd go in the bathroom and it'd say, Cubs came back 176. I went to bed. It was, 6-2 and
Yeah.
6. And I'm like, well, this game's over. Fuck it. I'm going to bed. And I'd wake up at like 4 to go to the bathroom. And I'd walk into the bathroom and there'd be a note from my daughter that the Cubs won. Game 7 of the World Series, when Rajay Davis hit that home run to tie the game.
Yeah.
My daughter got pissed, threw shit on the ground, walked upstairs. I didn't see her again
Yeah.
until Ben Zobrist hit that double to give him the lead. And I heard her fucking scream upstairs, and she came charging downstairs.
Well, so now I would have told her to go back upstairs because
You're fucking it up now.
You got the swagger out.
They're winning with you upstairs. Go away.
Yep. It's so funny how superstitious we are for sports, right?
But that's the only thing.
That's what I was bowling Monday.
Mhm.
I had the front.
Oh, potential spam. Do we want to take it?
Yeah, sure, if you'd like.
Let's do that. Good afternoon, Bucks and Brews. Hello. Yeah. I'm doing great. How are you, Jamal? Not too bad.
Qualify for it. Are you interested in lowering it
I would love to lower my interest rate.
right now?
2.75.
No, Mr. Davis.
2.75.
This rate ain't dropped that much.
Well, that's what I need, my friend. I luckily do not need any equity, but I do want you to know you're on our podcast right now. So say hi to the Bucks and Brews people.
Perfect.
Nick, you want to say anything to my friend?
Well, maybe we can have him on the podcast and he can come talk to us about all of his mortgage rates and taking out loans against your home.
You should talk to Mr. Nick here because he owns many homes.
I'll let you guys get back to your podcast. Good luck.
All right, thanks, my friend.
All right now.
All right now.
Thank you, Jamal. Jamal actually played along. That was a decent one.
Yeah, that wasn't horrible.
Because usually when we get people on Bucks and Brews, they're like, click.
Yeah. So,
Nobody can touch 2.75, really?
surprising how that works.
I was shocked.
I wouldn't touch that with 10-foot pole. God, I'm loaning at like 13% right now.
Oh,
I was just in the bank because I had to write a loan,
okay, go ahead.
and I just got done bitching about how I have to stop giving out loans
Mhm.
because I need to start hoarding some more cash.
Mhm.
And I got a call literally 10 minutes later. I just started laughing. Hey, you still lending? I was like, you know what? We're at 14%. I raised it. I raised it. Like we're at 14% and 3 points, right? Like
Yeah.
just oh man. But because I'm like, man, if I'm gonna keep doing this, look, people are gonna keep asking for it. Just keep lending it out. So
So I said I'm buying into John's business.
yeah.
He's really good at the HVAC stuff and the air quality stuff. So I said to Christy, I'm like, listen, if he's doing a drywall business, I'm out.
Right.
But he's good at this stuff. So he needs a van. He finds the van he wants. It's in fucking Missouri.
Yep.
I'm like, all right, let's see if I can get pre-qualified. So I go through the shit that they have on their website, right? Which I don't remember who it was through. It doesn't fucking matter. But I get pre-qualified.
Sure.
So we call down there. Yeah, it's cool. And I'm like, listen, I'm not coming to fucking Missouri.
Yeah.
So I need to be able to do this virtually. Is that going to be an issue? And they're like, nah, I don't think it'll be an issue.
Ship it.
Okay, cool. Great. It's going to be an issue.
Why?
It gets worse, Nick.
John's listening too. Hi, John.
So John's like, hey, do you think I should try to get as the primary and you as a co-signer? I'm like, yeah, we can do that. That's fine. So he puts in the information. Mind you, he uses the new company, not the company he works for.
Sure.
And they deny him immediately because
There's no
not long enough history.
Yep.
He goes, all right, so what should I do? I'm like, well, put in the job you have, because the job you have will probably get you approved with me. So now we've run my credit 3 times.
Sure.
But I'm okay with this because we're still on track, right? So we go through all of that. We get approved. We're good to go. We're talking to this fucking place, and they call me and they're like, we're going to need you here. I'm like, I can't fly to fucking Missouri, people. So I talked to John and he's like, well, maybe we can go down on Monday. I'm like, fine, I'll make it work, but I'm flying down and flying back. So I'm going to be there like 2 hours because I don't have time for this shit.
Right.
And he's like, all right. So then he gets a hold of them again we ended up talking to them Saturday and Monday. And they've decided by Monday they can't take any of the information we've already put in because they don't have all of it. Now I'm getting fucking annoyed. So this guy calls me. He's like, I need you to unlock your credit again. We need to run it one more time. So now we're going to run it a 4th time. Nick, did they run it a 4th time?
No.
They ran it 3 more fucking times. So now they've run my credit 6 fucking times.
Why didn't you get pre-approved here? Or just get approved here? Do the loan here.
I was already approved.
Yeah.
But they were fucking around. So John calls them and they're like, oh, we can't approve you for this type of vehicle because it's a commercial vehicle. So now you've run my credit 3 more fucking times and you can't even approve. How do you not fucking know you can't approve us, motherfuckers? That's your job. That's literally your fucking job.
What's the price of this van?
$26,000 out the door. So I'm like, fuck this.
What percent interest were they offering you?
I think I was getting like 6.5. He was getting like 11 or 12.
Of course, new business.
So fine, whatever. So they tell him, we can only do this if you're bringing cash. I'm like, all right, well, then we have to look for another fucking vehicle. We can't, that's just out.
Sure.
So he exhausts some other issues, find money and shit, and talk to Dawn, and we have a plan if we need to go this route, okay, of cash. So yesterday I get an email from Discover. Hey, we'll approve you for up to $45,000.
It's a 1-year interest free.
So I put it in. I get denied. Ask me why I got denied.
Because your credit had been pulled too many times.
Too many credit inquiries. Nick asked me how pissed I am right fucking now.
I'd be super angry.
So John is going down to get the vehicle next week, but it's not on my fucking credit, which I wish it was. It's a different way.
Yep.
Fine, whatever. And like I told him, listen, it's not your fault. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at them. They fucked this shit up. They're supposed to know. They're the fucking experts.
No.
So I know he yelled at him and shit, but I don't think he yelled at him enough, because if I was down there, you know what I would be fucking doing right now? I'd be beating the shit out of somebody because you fucked my credit now. Now I'm stuck for like 6 months. I can't apply for anything.
Right.
I don't need to.
No, but still.
But I can't now.
Well, I don't know. Like when I bought mine, I made a phone call, said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. They said, okay. I said, I was gonna fly in. They're like, well, why don't you ship it? And I was like, I don't want to pay it. I was like, look,
That's where we were at. We're
Take-
like, we don't want to pay for it.
I was like, take the price, take the price of shipping off. And they're like, okay. Well, we split the difference, to be honest with you. And but I also got the car for cheaper. So at the end of it, I was like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, send me the wiring instructions, get my car on the thing, let's go. And so, yeah, you should have. Guess if I would have done it, I would have done the one they said I can't do it. I would have gone here local, said, hey, I want to buy this car.
I had them call some places local, and they're like, well, it has to be a commercial loan. We can't do a commercial loan for you yet. Okay, fine. You could have. People could have told me this before we pulled my credit 6 fucking times. Yeah. And their answer to him was, well, we only sent it through once, but it's 3 companies. Right, motherfucker, you pulled it 3 fucking times.
It's frustrating.
Oh, I was so pissed. You can tell I'm still fucking heated over it.
Yeah. No, and that's but he's gonna have to be in business for they look for a minimum of a year, especially for vehicles.
They really want
they want
more history, and that's fine. And let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
Business owner, because John and I need to sit down and have some conversations. I'm glad he's watching right now. As a business owner, wouldn't you think that credit card fees are just a cost of doing business?
Yes.
It sucks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to pay them.
You're right.
But you have to sometimes to get a deal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like, we've gotten him the money for this van, but he had to eat some credit card fees, which fucking sucks.
Credit card fees
to get the money. I'll explain it to you off the air.
Okay.
But
like cash advance fees?
Not even.
Okay.
So like a 3%.
Oh, 3%, sure. Yeah, it's a cost of doing business.
So I mean,
yeah, we're not talking like 26%.
Let's say we got him 25,000. He had to pay like $700 in fees.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, that sucks, right?
Yep, cost of business.
It totally fucking blows, but it's the cost of doing business. And Chrissy and I have talked about it because she's uneasy about everything.
Yep.
Which I totally understand, because you don't go into business with friends because that's how you lose your friendship.
Yeah, of course.
But I keep telling her, I'm like, listen, it sucks. It's stressful, but it's all the cost of doing business. Dawn and I have this conversation all the time because she gets pissed off about extra shit that she doesn't know is coming. But again, it's the cost of doing business.
Well, today, right? I had an attorney fee.
Thanks for the follow there, Spike Husky Pizza Cat.
$480 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the only way I can pay them is card, and there's a 3% fee on it. So it's $501.88.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck, man. But for me, it's cost of doing business. But like, I just roll it over to the person that is getting the loan. I'm like, hey, this is what it is, right? Like,
well, and Dawn was talking to him, and she's like, listen, you can eat some of that credit card fee. You could pass it all on. It's totally up to you. Yeah. One of the ice cream places we go to, they charge you 4% if you use your credit card. You know what? I never have cash.
Can David do it first time?
Probably not. Oh, winner.
Nailed it.
We're going to pay 4% if we use our credit card. I don't have cash. I never carry cash.
I always carry cash.
I'm going to pay the 4%, whatever. If I really want ice cream that bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're talking like a $20 purchase.
Things I've learned about myself.
We're talking 80 cents.
This is going to be an ice cream year for me.
Yeah.
Courtney was stupid and bought multiple boxes of ice cream. So I have
like cartons?
No, like I have M&M cookie, like cookie sandwiches.
Yeah.
I have cones at home.
Like confectionery type shit.
Yeah. And then I have stroopwafel ones.
Okay.
So yesterday.
The M&M cookies are real good.
Yeah. 2 days ago yesterday I devoured 2 of them. Today
that doesn't help the diet.
My breakfast was M&M one, and then on my way here I was like, well, this is a long drive because 16 minutes or something like that. So I better have some ice cream on my ride here. And I'm like, man, all right, this is gonna be no ice cream in the house. If you want it, go pay the $20 at the.
I told you I was getting food on the way here because I haven't eaten.
Yeah.
Right. So I figure, okay, they got free fries at McDonald's. I'll get a McDouble.
Sure.
You had to spend at least $2. It's $2.50. I'll get fries and a McDouble, right?
Yep.
I go to fucking McDonald's on 68th. I'm in line 5 minutes before anything fucking moves.
Oh, geez.
So finally I get up there. I'm in line another 5 fucking minutes. Guess what? I'm out. Bye. I pull around the side. There's only 3 fucking cars that have gone through. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? So I didn't eat. I just came here. I'm like, fuck it. I'll eat later, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Dawn goes, you have tacos at home. I'm like, right. I'm not at home.
Right,
I had a
no.
taco for breakfast.
Yeah.
She goes, why didn't you eat lunch? I didn't think of it. I wasn't thinking about, hey, I'm going to be drinking on Bucks and Brews later. I should eat some food. Yeah. Nick does hoard tacos for breakfast.
So let's be clear. I actually did have a breakfast taco for breakfast after I had my
Is there a meal you won't eat tacos for?
no. But no, literally. So I got up and I was like, ooh, ice cream sandwich. And I was like, well, I should probably have breakfast. And so I got a tortilla out. I got my sausage. I have those like brown and serve sausage,
Mhm.
like patties or whatever. And I put an egg. Well, all right. So Courtney cooked dinner last night. So I cleaned the wok. And then I was like, well, I need an egg pan. So then I was like, well, I'm gonna clean this one too. I'm trying to take the initiative to clean the pans so that way they're not going crazy. So
Likes are we at? Where do you fucking even see that?
they were up top. Oh, we have 11,000 likes in the
Oh,
top
nice.
right
Oh,
corner.
I see it now.
So,
That's great. Tappy tap, guys.
But yeah, I say no. There's yeah, I say commercials frustrating, but also so business credit is very very easy to build. So much easier than personal credit, right? Um, and one of the biggest things that you'll be able to do, go to Chase. Chase is very credit card friendly for businesses.
Yeah.
They're going to start you out with low, and you know, for him though, he's gonna pay. He's Do you do any cardio? Yeah. Say I just talked about running up my stairs to get my kid today. Just say, can't believe you didn't know that. But you know, he's gonna go buy a water heater, put it on his credit card, you know,
Yeah.
pay it off, and then next thing you know, he's gonna have 3 million points, right? Do you think it's working? The cardio? No, leave it. I want it, David. Don't you do this? Watch live for 100 minutes. Thank you so much. Do you think it's working? My cardio? Yeah, I mean, it worked really well.
You've lost weight.
I got to my kid.
Yeah.
I was losing weight. I haven't. So 5
Yeah, but
weeks,
you've lost weight.
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But let me ask, what's the person's name?
Techno 1985.
Techno 1985. Is your refrigerator running? I'm gonna wait for an answer on that one. So, but you know, one of the biggest things is business credit is just so much concerned about high blood pressure, stroke, and heart attack. I am not concerned about it. It doesn't scare me. Also, when I went and had my physical, my blood pressure's perfect. My cholesterol is doing well. And scared of a heart attack? No, I fucking do nicotine pouches like crazy. So um, you could be cut short from being no, actually. So techno, this is a real conversation that we've had on air. So the question is, aren't you concerned about your life could be cut short and being out of shape? I'm not concerned about being out of shape. My life getting cut short, it's one thing I'm working on because I don't value myself enough to be around for my family. In my eyes, I've done everything that I can.
You've done the things to set them up.
Right. Like, so like if I die today, my family is not worried about money. And that was always my biggest concern. So it's like, man, I've done my job as this. Now, as a father, yes, I want to be there and do all that, but like that want has to come to be more. Like I have to want to say, hey, yes, I want to be here to walk my daughter down the aisle. To me, it's like, it's not here, it's not happening. But now, okay, don't get me wrong. If she goes and gets engaged, again, I don't like hypotheticals, but like she goes and gets engaged, and they said it for a year and a half out. Yes, at that point, I become concerned about it, but I don't stress myself with things until it happens, right?
I feel you're in denial.
No, I'm fat as shit.
I don't feel I'm in denial either.
Yeah, like no,
I almost died 4 years ago. It had nothing to do with my weight.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah. Science. I just watched a thing. He goes,
Mike deGrasse Tyson?
Neil.
It's
No.
Neil.
But anyway, so I just watched a video on him, and he was talking about how, you know, years and years ago, people lasted until they were 30 years old. And he goes, you know, they were eating fresh. They were eating habit. Now here we are years later, and people are lasting until they're 60, 70, 80, right? He goes, it's not necessarily the food that you're eating, right? Yes, the food that we're eating is going to make us bigger, but it's not going to stop the body from doing that.
So
Aren't both of you concerned about being extremely overweight is going to cut your? No, we just went over this. Like,
I mean,
something tells me you're not listening when I say I'm not worried about my life being cut short.
in the last couple of years, I've lost about 50 pounds.
You've done well.
But I lose more, sure. Am I trying to? Yeah, I'm trying to a certain extent. I don't eat like today. I ate a taco for breakfast. I
No.
ate a couple meat sticks for lunch. I haven't eaten the way I should.
Oh, and the chance of both of you will be here this time next year are slim to none.
I think I'll be here next year.
We've been on air for 5 years now.
Yeah.
Just say,
Again, I almost died in 2021 because I had a bacteria
right.
strain that built up around my liver and almost killed me. It didn't have shit to do with my weight.
This is the end. Okay. You didn't share the taco? No, that was my taco. I never share taco.
So
Um,
that's coming from this morning. I'm eating my taco.
oh,
And Vader's sitting next to me. And he kept doing this to me.
wanting fucking taco.
And then I kept telling Dawn, and she's like, I don't see it. And then he lunged for it, and then he took a bite out of my fucking taco.
So Techno, I don't realize how silly I sound.
Can we be done with this fucking asshole?
No, I'm enjoying this a lot. Right. So here's the thing. I want to educate you on what an obese person thinks and how they do it, right? To be honest with you, I know no better, right? I have not been trained, taught anything, right? Yes, you get told, hey, go work out. You get told eat better. What the fuck does that mean to what is eating better? Oh, eat salads. No human can eat the same fucking thing every fucking day. So if you want to throw a workout routine that will help for somebody like me to get me at least started and then build from there, if you want to throw out a dietary entire thing and help educate and do that, look,
Dude, we curse all the fucking time. It means nothing to us that you're saying this. We just don't give a shit about you.
you are say, but I'm trying to educate you. It's not under
For all of our listeners, the answer is the fact that you are cursing means I am way under your skin. Nick, do you give a shit?
No.
Are you going to remember this in 30 minutes?
No.
No, I'm not either.
I mean, you and I will be like, man, okay. But like, again, all I'm going to say from this conversation is, man, this guy is dense because I have spoken, I have said these things, and he's asking the same question twice. It's not like he's listening. He's just trying to do this.
He's trying to get a reaction.
I'm trying to give him the opportunities to help me and help him, because if he generally cares, right? Because you would make a comment, hey, like, you're fat, blah, blah, blah. But if you generally care, then help me help you. And I'm trying to help you understand that there's a million other people that think the way I do. Mm-hmm. Because again, am I not going to be around? Like, buddy, as sad as that might sound, Nick, I wish I could tell you I cared.
Are you worried about your mortality?
No.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Not at all. Which,
guess what? When I drop dead, I won't give a fuck. I'll be dead.
That's exactly it.
You might care.
Right.
But I won't.
And that's, trust me, we talk about how we have therapists. Like, it is something I talk about because I don't value myself.
I don't know if I told you this. We went out to trivia like a month ago with Jen and Lawrence.
Yeah.
And this was before I got on the new medication. Honestly, I'm not at risk for a heart attack or stroke because
now you can get rid of them, because again, we've
got a clean bill of health on both.
We've said our piece. He just came back with something that's absolutely stupid.
So he's gone. Anyways, Kristen is absolutely right. At this asshole standards, she's overweight at 145. Anyways, we went out with Lawrence and Jenna.
Yeah.
And this was before the new medication. So I was, I've been in my fields for years now, right?
Yeah.
So we were talking, and I was at the point of, he asked something to the effect of, how I am and stuff. And I'm like, listen, if I drop dead, I don't give a shit. I'm dead. Yeah. I don't fucking care anymore. And I got up and I went to the bathroom, and he looked at Dawn and he goes, is he okay? And Dawn goes, no. He goes, do we need to start worrying? And she goes, no, he's not going to kill himself.
Yeah.
He just doesn't give a shit if he's alive. And he's like, yeah, I don't know how to take that. And Dawn goes, take it like this. If he got sick now, like he got sick 4 or 5 years ago, he's probably going to die. So as long as he doesn't get sick like that, we're probably okay.
Well, and but the thing is again, you're so much quicker to take a quick, which is surprising because I'm very like,
I have no time for fat shaming. I just don't.
well, say, and
I
that's,
haven't run into a lot of it in my life. I will say that. Because my father asked me that one time.
Right.
He's like, well, don't you see how people look at you? No, I don't. People don't come up to me and go, you're a fat bastard. They just don't. Maybe they have respect for me. Maybe they just don't give a shit. I don't know what it is, but I've really never experienced a lot of that. And when I get it on here, it's like,
you could just take care of it in 20 seconds.
yeah, really, I can just block you and move on with my life. And it really doesn't piss me off when they say I'm fat. It pisses me off when they say you're fat.
Oh, so,
Because again, they sit there and they try to invalidate everything that we're saying. Why should I listen to you about money? Because you're obviously just a fat piece of shit. What does one have to do with the other?
right.
Why should I listen to you about softball? Because you obviously can't shoot a basketball. Okay.
Well, and that's where I come from is the fact of, okay, if you want to have an educated conversation, right? I mean, I gave him plenty of things.
Mhm.
Hey, if you're really concerned, because that seems to be your thing, is a concern. Okay, you've asked, answered, and then we go to this. Okay, tell me why I should be concerned. Tell me the things. I gave you the option to say, hey, if you really want to make the change, then tell me how to be healthy. Tell me what it looks like. Tell me what it takes to get a person that's at this point to start moving.
One of the questions he said was, I heard a heart attack or a stroke hurts. I know my mother had a heart attack. She didn't even know she had one.
Right.
Okay, she had no fucking idea. It didn't hurt.
Your wife had a
My
stroke.
wife had a stroke. It didn't hurt.
Didn't
She
feel-
just couldn't talk.
Right.
All of a sudden, she couldn't talk, and shit didn't make sense. It didn't hurt.
Right. Let's say so.
And am I worried about that? I'm worried about dementia. Dementia worries me, or losing my mind. Losing my mind worries me. At that point, just fucking kill me because I'm not who I am. I had this issue when I was recovering because I went septic and it scrambled my brain.
Yep.
And I told you, I'm like, listen, for the first year, I'm like, listen, if this is the best it's going to get, I wish you people would have just let me die. And you're like, yeah, but come on. And I'm like, no, dude, you don't understand. My brain doesn't fucking work. And my brain will never work like it did before I went septic. Okay. There are things like mathematical equations you can give me now that I can't answer that I could have answered 6 years ago.
Right.
Like I would have been like that on it. And 20% of 418. I can't do that in my head anymore. But I could have done that in my head before I got sick in 21.
You make a great point of, hey, we slow, and that's what your concern is.
Mhm.
But you know what? I guess I have to now that we've had this conversation and I think about it, right? I've had 10 seconds to sit here and go, hey, I don't have any person in my life that has ever been the example to tell me why I want to live longer.
Mhm.
Right? My grandma's passed and lived life, and she got to see grandkids and all that, but it's like it didn't, I guess it's because I live for today, right? Like I plan for the future, but I live for today. Like, let's make today the best day. I got off the phone with my daughter because I told you I was handling some stuff at home, and I had to finish a couple things because I had said the important things, but then I was like, oh crap. Hey, just let you know, we control our own destiny of how we act and how we do things. And I'm very proud of you for the things that you've been doing so far. And I just wanted to call and tell you this because look, the steps you're taking. I was like, but remember, every day is in your control. You let things bother you the way that you want it to. And because I say that, like, it's really kind of how I feel, right? So like, yeah, you get bothered by it. Me, I don't really get bothered by it. I'm so used to it, kind of a thing. My whole life has just been kind of the same, right? Like, I traded financial knowledge for a person who was supposed to help me work out and and set me a dietary, what do you call that? But like,
Plan.
yeah, like, say, right, like, hey, do this, eat this, and it's, what I felt I gave was great things and tools, and what I got was, eat more greens. Okay, well, you know what greens mean to me. I grew up way different than you,
Yeah.
right? To say greens, beans, potatoes, I say, so it's kind of a different thing. Like, do I know what healthy looks like? Yes, I've been on some diets and done some things, but like, how do you stick with it? How do you maintain that? How do you get to this point? How do you do this, right? Like,
Well, you and I had this talk a couple months back. It was before the baby came.
yeah,
And I said, listen, I don't want you to die. I would like to see you get healthier because you're my friend and I'd like you around for a long time. We have fun together.
Yeah.
we hang out a lot during the summer because you got a pool and I come over and hang out in the pool and we have a good time. You hate the fucking pool, but you have a good time with me in the pool.
I'm going to my cabin and swimming in the lake this year. 'Cause
See?
it's fucking free.
And I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, we started this podcast because we couldn't get together and just talk money shit.
Right.
And, you know, it was COVID and it was the height of you can't see anybody. So we just hopped on Zoom and started talking to each other about money and ideas and let's do this and let's do that. What do you think about this? And what do you think about that? And some people were like, hey, that's kind of interesting. You should, you know, turn it into a podcast. And we're like, all right.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're 6 years later,
Oh yeah.
12,000 downloads.
We're doing well. I mean, he didn't leave. We kicked him out. Let's be clear about this.
Yeah, I blocked him, Kristen. And Kristen brings up a good point. So she got really sick at work last year because she kept putting in so many hours because of the issues that we had that she was out of work from May until I want to say early December.
Oh shit.
And it got to the point where her health was so bad that she was basically paralyzed. Like she couldn't move. And we were concerned.
Yeah.
And at the time when she got sick, she was 174 pounds and she ended up losing about 40 pounds because she couldn't do shit. Like Kristen got back into health because I started buying her fucking protein shakes from Costco and sending them to her because she couldn't eat.
Right.
Like she couldn't get in calories. And I'm like, just drink this shit. Yeah. And she came over for Thanksgiving and we fed her for that. And Christy and I went out to lunch with her one day and we were just doing things to say, hey, you know, we care and we need to, you know, get you back to where you should be.
We've made $3.90.
Hey, I'll take it.
I don't know who that came from, but
thank you
so
for
much.
whoever sent that. I think Kristen sent us galaxies.
Kristen, thank you so much.
But, you know, it's one of those things where we care about people and we want to see them do good. We don't necessarily care about ourselves.
Okay, yeah, right.
I mean, my daughter, she just turned 31. I've done everything I can do for her other than, you know, give her the money when I drop dead.
Well, and that was, okay, so that was another thing that was brought up today. So it was about, because I keep opening businesses and things. And I said, you know, I remember, you remember when I opened I had you make my website for my magic.
You did.
Right?
And it's still out there.
Yeah. I couldn't find it on Yellow Site.
I can find it.
Okay. But then, you know, right on there, it said, hey, if you can't afford to hire me, please send us a message and we'll work this out. And, you know, every business, including really like every business I have ever owned, I've started to try to give back. Right. And I said, you know, we're going to have Adam on. And I was, yeah, my buddy tells me, hey, you know what? People are going to contact you for tables and chairs constantly, to donate them, have somebody sponsor them, put their name on it. That's how you do it. And, you know, they're free to me, right? So it was like, but I can make the help in that community. I can help somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And it to me, it's just like magic. I've done that, right? T-shirts. Oh, hey, let me help you in this sense, right? Tables, chairs, all the businesses I've ever owned, right? I have done it with the intent to help, and you know, it's made me successful and it's made me fail, right?
Yeah.
Like, but you know, because I care more about others, same as you said, right? I care more about others than I care about myself.
I'm going to find this website.
Yeah, I hope so.
I know it's out there.
Yeah. Magic Memories, Magic Memories, something at yellowsite.com.
Was it YOLO site?
Yeah.
I think it was YOLO site.
Yeah. You only live once?
I think so.
Yeah. I thought so, but I probably have a business card still sitting around because I usually try to keep one of my business cards from everything that I do. It's the cheapest, fastest way to get promotions out there. So if John's still listening, make sure you get your business card. Actually, one of the best things. YOLA. One of the best things, I'll give John advice, right? Get stickers and magnets. So that
cheap as shit.
Well, and you're putting them on every furnace and every water heater. Even if you only install the furnace, you cover up the other asshole. Because I used to do this with my buddies, right? Because I have two buddies that do HVAC. Nice.
Told you I'd find it.
That's amazing. Look at my business card. It's so awesome.
He really does need to get stickers. I mean, that's what we do. I sticker every fucking place I go.
Yeah. Actually, did I tell you today I got
You did.
So
you need this?
Yeah, send that to me. That's
I will-
amazing.
I will absolutely send
That's
it to you.
amazing. I love
I
that.
made that website.
Yeah. But I say so anyway, it's hard for me to talk about, jobs and stuff when I'm now so much more focused on growing businesses and things like that, right? Like I'd love to have John on to talk about that and figure out, hey, can we make this thing happen? Um, no, Timu,
Sticky brand looks more professional.
no,
100% it does.
no. Just say, but and also on for him, he's gonna want to get the shiny silver
Oh yeah.
because it sticks out on your furnaces and your water heaters because everything else, like you're gonna have your
I mean, for those, yeah, Timu's not bad for those.
you're gonna have your approved tags, you're gonna have all these types of things. Also magnets, so that way you can
Magnets
have
are great.
one on the fridge, and then you're gonna have one on because water heater and furnaces are metal.
Mhm.
So you throw those right in the thing. They're so much more fun.
The reason
One of my places, my buddies went back and forth because like they worked together. They had, but I think it was literally like because these things are tiny,
Yeah.
a 32nd of an inch.
Yep.
This thing was probably over a quarter inch thick of just stickers
Mhm.
from each of them covering each other's up. And they're like snap photos back and forth. Like, got you. I think they didn't even have to do a job at one of them. They just walked in and put a sticker over top.
the reason I know where I get my bypass supplies are from, I got a magnet.
Because right. See,
I had a garage door guy for a while, and I got the sticker on my garage door, but we got a new guy that's better. But I have to look him up in my phone.
we're gonna have to have this conversation. So you have to join us when we do Nick's business. And why?
Kristen, do you want to type why you're not buying anything from TikTok or Temu? I buy from both all the fucking time. I just bought a new shed from Temu.
Did you really?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck that it's from China. Everything's from China. I don't give a shit.
Look, most business companies order their stuff from there. They get their supplies from there, and whether they're printing it themselves. Look, America cannot make everything.
That reminds me, I need to send a message. I don't already know Kristen. Maybe I did at one point, but my mind's absent-minded.
Anyway, David, anything else on this episode?
I don't think so. I'm annoyed with our company just not being transparent. And again, if you're going to own a company, just be fucking transparent. We're transparent with our employees here. Like, Dawn's annoyed how transparent I am. Like, I'll talk money in front of him. I don't give a shit. She's not about that. She does not want money talked in front of people. And I understand it because it's our business, how much money the company's making, whatever.
Right.
But I don't really give a fuck if you know what we're making, what we're not making, whatever it is.
Right.
So I'm way more lax on that shit. And again, if you need to talk to people about business, we're great resources to have. I got a lot of business ideas. My problem with opening a business, I want to be the money. I don't want to do the work.
Right.
I'm not interested in working.
That's the problem. That's the problem with this table and chair thing.
Mm-hmm. You want to be the money. You don't want to be the work.
Right. I did not want to. And
you want to sit there and just collect checks.
Yeah. And because I told you, right? I offered my t-shirt company to my niece, and I only wanted 5 or 10%. I wanted to be paid back, and then 5% of everything after that. This table and chair thing, shit. Throw me, you rent it from me, you go rent it out for more, and throw me the check.
Yeah.
So, so it looks like my next week, I only have Thursday available.
Thursday next week. Let's look. That's still April.
Yep, 30th.
I should be able to do that.
Okay. So guys, as always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. TikTok, thank you so much for the gifts. We appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining us on there and all the interactions.
I need to address this.
Yeah.
So Kristen had her account compromised.
Okay. It's going to happen everywhere.
And that's why she doesn't want to use TikTok or Temu anymore. Listen, I've gotten 4 new credit cards this year because they got compromised.
Yeah.
It happens. It sucks. It's part of doing, again, it's part of doing business.
I got an oil change. This has been 2 years now. I still go to the same oil change place. My card didn't get compromised from somebody doing whatever. They got compromised because they took my numbers down.
Yeah.
Right. So it literally in person, it's going to happen unless you live your life entirely in cash. You always put yourself at risk. The best thing is yes, it's a pain to not have a card. That's honestly, because that's another reason why I have a credit card now, not because it's easier to dispute because they're both easy. It is so that way I have a second form of payment because my card, I mean, I think it was like 6 times in 2 months my card got compromised.
Yeah.
And so, in my life, in my business, right, I have to pay people almost fucking daily. Okay. Literally, I tried to set a goal for myself to not spend a single dollar one day, right? Fill up my gas tank the day before, do all this, have my energy drinks ahead of time, I literally cannot go a single day without spending money somehow. And yes, could I put off my bills until
Sure.
but it's like no, like that I just can't. I physically cannot go.
Hers was her debit card. Never used a debit card.
I
use credit card.
I use my debit card.
You don't use a credit card.
I do have a credit card now,
but you don't use it
all the time. That's all I use now.
Do you get rewards?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So
how much have you made on your rewards? We need to have that episode again. I need to break down what I make on all my credit cards.
I think I'm at $2,300.
All right, there you go.
Worth of.
Are you turning in your Menards receipts?
No.
Can I have them?
No.
Why?
I don't keep them.
Just
they're in a shoebox.
Bring them up to me, and I'll turn that shit. I'll give you half.
Yeah, I know. It's just a pain to.
Dawn does not mind doing that. I'll give you half.
If they had they were talking about forcing them to have an app or whatever, where you could just upload.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. So give me my percentage, but no.
I'll turn them in. I just want half.
Yeah, all of my bills are on. Yep, and that's why you know what. Have 2 cards.
I put everything on a credit card because I want the reward points.
And that's why I do it now.
Yeah.
But I've turned into what I feared, right? Where it's like, but I also pay my card. I wish I could show you my statements. I mean, just this week alone, I think I've paid my card 3 times.
Be careful because they will flag you for paying the card too much in a month. Because they'll just take your card away.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I'll go back to normal life. Yeah, I don't need them, right? I want them. I don't give a shit. Right?
I want the rewards.
Yeah. Again, wanting and needing.
I make a lot of money that way.
I'm doing decent, but like
that's not bad.
Yeah, I'll pay for a vacation with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think my goal is to get to like 3 million points and then take out like 30 grand and just
and people
pay off a house.
People will go, well, do you maximize it by using it at a different place? Yeah, I've given Dawn lists of this is where you use this card, and she doesn't listen to me, and then it pisses me off.
So sorry, I know we're trying to end, but you know what? Uber is what I always used. It was just easier and things like that.
Yeah.
But my credit card reminded me that I have to switch because I now get more back to use Lyft.
Yep.
I've never used Lyft, but I did sign up for it. And also Uber is a horrible fucking company.
Horrible company. I use Lyft.
Yep. And so now I'm switching and I'm going to start using Lyft when I have to. Even if it's more, I don't know if I've deleted my Uber app, but I do need to. There are certain places where it was like I couldn't get one or the other.
Have you ever used a Waymo?
No.
Have you heard of Waymo?
No.
So Waymo are these autonomous drivers. They have no drive.
Yeah.
We used one in San Francisco so that we could say we used a fucking Waymo.
Yeah.
Get on TikTok, look up Waymo videos. They'll show you all these fucking Waymos going the wrong way down shit, not stopping when it should, getting in accidents and shit. And people will be in the back screaming out the windows going, it's not us. We can't stop it. It's great. Great entertainment. Watch the fucking Waymos.
Amazon, we're going to talk about. I'm going to use it, and we're going to figure out if this is going to work or not. Amazon Haul. Has anybody heard of this?
I have not heard of that.
All right,
but I am going to start looking into the new site you gave me today. Whatever that auction site was.
Mad Cheetah. Oh,
yeah, Mad Cheetah.
It's going to end soon.
Yeah, you got to look up your shit because you're buying chairs, maybe.
Reconnecting.
There's another thing for you guys. Mad Cheetah does auctions. You can buy shit for cheap.
Space bidder, and I have 28 minutes and 46 seconds left.
Nice.
So, but yeah, with that note, I'm going to go sit and stare at a phone for 28 minutes and do nothing with my life.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back next week with a new show.
Yep.
We're going to get some more clips up on YouTube and on TikTok. If you have ideas for shows, please hit us up. Thanks for joining, and it was a good time.
You've dialed dialed in
to Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use,
smarts of these
cause
studs.
they know the brews.
And they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
Save yourself some
Beer money, bucks,
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
Brews.
and brews.
brews.
Bucks and Brews.